What's going on? I'm sitting in my laneway like a 5-year-old with a fort. This morning I've been farting around with this trailer again. I've got solar all set up. I got the trailer plugged into the battery pack, and I added a strip light in here, and I'm trying to figure out how to do a proper tutorial in the trailer. So that's what we're going to do today. Our intrepid traveler is going to make a tutorial in his trailer in his laneway. I don't care. I don't care. Because it's a fun one. I really had a good time making these. We're doing little pumpkin head men. We're gonna jump on fall with some little pumpkin head men, like so. And yeah, continuing with our 1x1 series, all right? So, what's a pumpkin head man? Well, it's a blueberry on a body. You can have a blueberry man. We just did a blueberry video like 2 videos back, I think, and not much different, just adding a body, and real fun carve. So I'm going to drink my coffee, and we're going to set up inside and see if I can make this work. I think I can, but we'll see. Well, just before we get going here, I just wanted to show you the setup here. Sitting on my bed, got my table here, and I'm just going to sit here and whittle on the table. Got a nice window in front of me, and this is the light that I had this morning for extra light, plugged into the trailer, and yeah, I think we're golden. I'm kind of digging it. Okay, let's take our little 1x1 here. I'm going to put my carving glove on. Someone said you must have a cut to hide. Nope, I'm trying to set a good example. So, carving glove on, pencil. All right, these guys are 3 inches tall, but I added the stem. So if you want a big stem, little stem, but these are only 1/8 of an inch, same idea as the blueberry. So if we come down from the top and say 1 inch and 1/8, right? That is our head. So same thing, we'll come down to 3 1/8, and then let's put a little check here at 2 inches. Okay, all right, and I am doing something a little different these days with all of my 1x1s. In fact, I may even go back and redo some of the older ones, and I'm leaving a base. I love the base on these things, so much sturdier. This is so rough, it's not even funny, you guys. Like, don't get too carried away with this. But ideally, this is our head, this is our body, and this is the corner of our elbows, all right? But let me talk about this for a minute, because I started out doing these in the square this way, all right? Like that. That is our first guy. And I said, I don't want to do that anymore. There's not enough, I don't know, dimension, I guess, to it. It's very kind of plain and boring. So that's why we turned our piece of wood on the angle like that. And then look what we gained. We gained shoulders, we got our elbow. We just got some better shape, all right, than a square flat one, all right? So that's what we're gonna do. Put him aside, and let's just have at it. So same idea as the blueberry. Just going to go around and mark the head. I'm using a 1 3/4 inch OCC tool knife, which is maybe a little overkill, but I do like it myself, and I like having the reach, to be honest. So little V cuts here, all right? Just separating the head. I can hear my voice, it's still not right, eh? I wonder how long that takes to come back. Mm-hmm. So we got our head separated, right? Okay, let's do the very bottom. Separate the bottom. I'm just coming down just about that healthy 1/4 inch, taking the corners off. We will fine tune everything after. We're just setting everything in place. Alright. Alright, that's where we're at. So we're headed to this. Alright, if that helps. Alright, now on these sides here, I'm just gonna take a whisker just to mark the very bottom of the carving, just to have it. Okay, I can't talk. Let's look at the head here, and I'm just gonna take the corners off, like so. Remember the blueberry. That'll be their motto. Remember the blueberry. I'm gonna put a face on here because I want to save some of that meat there. All right. But the other 3 sides, I'm gonna take that corners off like so. All right. And then again, basically all I'm gonna do is just do the same as this, only leave a little point for the nose. See that? A little point for the nose. Okay, then here we go. Taking those angles off now. Alright, isn't he beautiful? Okay. Now, the top 1/4 inch or so, we're just going to take all those off again. Remember, this is we're headed to the stem. We want to get a stem early on so we can have the top of our head finished even here. Alright, so all we're doing, see, I marked the center. I must have done that before. I'm just going to how much? Right. On one side, I'm just going to work my knife across, just wiggling it, just a wiggling. Alright, same thing on this side. Just go slow on that. You don't want that anything breaking or slipping. Okay, so that's where we are. A little mohawk. Now we'll just same on this side. We're trying to keep it fairly even, but again, at the end of the day, it'll all be cleaned up. Alright, there's a little square, so take the corners off. And there is our stem. Alright, take the solid mark off the top. There you go. One stem. Now go back and take the corners off again. Alright, there's our shape. Now let's leave the head for a minute. We mark these at about 2 inches, right? The elbows. So now I'm just going to go, maybe I'm going to set the head in just a little bit more, a little bit deeper here. Then I can leave some shoulders, right? So a little bit of neck in there. Okay, like so. Now we can go from that line. I'll draw that. I want to leave like a 1/4 inch for a shoulder. Alright? I don't know if that looks very good. So I'm going to leave the point there and just go up. Up that way, down that way. See that? just like so. All right, now we don't need any of this here in the front. I'm gonna maybe from same line. I'm going to work from the belly up to the neck. Right. Like so. And from the belly down to the feet. All I want to do at the bottom here is I want to set in that mark for the feet. So I want a little bit of a flat edge for the feet. All right. So that's oodles. All right. In fact, we can even give yourself a 1/4 inch in the bottom. Start with the shoes. Okay, now let's take halfway between the elbow and the bottom here, just roughly, like, it's going to be our butt, alright, but we can flatten that all off first. Have to remark that. Pretty much the same depth of cut as the front shoe, alright, so, and again, flatten the back. We're trying for more shape instead of a real square looking body, right? So again, halfway between there, come around here, that's the butt. Some nice flat planes. Minimalism, I could have over carved. In fact, this one here I got started a little bit over carving, but I think the key to these is just simplicity. Keep them simple. I don't have 100 wrinkles or whatnot. It's a very flat, plain looking kind of guy. No extra anything. You can do a little bit of fancy painting if you want, but anyway, back to the butt. It's gonna come up. There. Even flatten that off. Look at that. We got a butt. We got our shoes. We got our belly a little bit low. So we're going to take some of that belly off. In fact, we can actually take an angle down and across the shoe. See that? So I brought the edge of the shoe down. Clean that up. I brought the edge of the shoe down and under the pocket. Do that again here. It's going to come across. Well, I'll do it this way first. The angle of the shoe. Right? And then look at this one. Go down like so. Make sure they look somewhat the same. That does not. There you go. Alright. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. There we go. Thin that just a little bit more. I don't want to have the body too thick at the neck, so we're going for shape. So I think we're getting it. Okay. All right. Let's bring a flat plane down like so. Bigger the plane, the better. Like that. Okay, now keep leaving little specks. I'm just going to mark center of my shoe, center of my legs. All right. We can do a few things now, but let's go back to the head. It's nice to jump around, keep it interesting. On these, you can see we've got this little square here. All I've been doing is taking like a quarter this way into that, a little bit this way, down this way, and down that way. Just taking that squareness out. Again here. Just working into that angled edge, right? That way. That way. Just 4/4. Now you look at it and see it's still kind of square. Just go around, knock all your sharp points off. Right? I should mention too, I never did. I was going to do another one, but I thought I should do one. You can make your head, you know, even half an inch higher. Have a different shaped pumpkin. You can have all different sized heads if you're going to make a bunch. But okay, what do I see? What do I see? It's all going to be changed after we put all these cuts in anyway. So don't get too worried about perfect, because the lines do change everything. All right, well, it's up to you now, but I'm just going to put a nose and a brow ridge. Right? So I'm going to cut in my nose, straight in, undercut it. Right. Actually, I'm going to take that bottom of the nose and swoop it all back. Alright, and now we got our stem still fairly centered. Put a little top of the nose here, just a little cut here. Alright. Now I'm going to come down on an angle, like so. My voice is going, folks. Oh well. See that? There, I can work with that. Alright, now the nose. I'm going to come up. Well, I'm going to mark the width of my nose. We'll keep this one fairly wide. Alright. So I'm just going to stick my knife in there. Straight, straight. I'm going to make some smile lines. Right that way. Right. I'm just going to take that chip out of there. Right. And then angle the bottom of my nose up into that. Get the corner off, see that? There you go. Got a pencil line on there. Get off of there. Okay. Make a little cut the nose just to separate it. This is my new favorite thing here. Got a little break in there. Shucks. Well, I'll go a little bit deeper. A little breaky. Alright. Don't love it, so I'm going to twin it on this side. See what I mean? Got a little break, which separates the nose actually better, which is fine. But now I'm going to try and match it so it doesn't look like a mistake. There. We don't make no mistakes. What do they say? Happy accidents. Okay, now his nose is super pointed. So we'll just take a little flat section off the nose. I can live with that. Alright, now, people were asking for some not joined together eyes. But again, on this one here, that's all I'm going to do for eyes. Trying to keep it knife only, and it's just a pumpkin. It's just a pumpkin head. I didn't, no, none of them do. So, all right, so there's our eyeballs. So let's lay our knife in there. We're gonna take the corners out first. The little corner chips. Whatever I do on one side, I'm gonna do on the other side. Pop the little chips out. We're in the chip business. All right, now I'm just going to join them together. Cut up to it. Make somewhat of a round eye. This is what they call it. Did I already say that? That is a denture brush. It's a little bit stiffer than my shoe brush, and a little bit bigger than a toothbrush. So it works really great to clean up your carving. All right, so to this side, just join my little chips. Cut up to it. And we got two little eyeballs. All right. Now, what I'm going to do now is I got a pencil line on there, so I'm just going to take that. I'm going to put a little angle. Just take a little angle cut. Flare out that eyeball. All right? Just the tip of my knife. I can hear the maple keys outside dropping on the trailer. There you go. Two little eyeballs. If you want to do a little extra, you can put a little sliver just to accentuate the edge. But anyway, that's the eyeball. Now, the smile line, we can leave it just like that. We can bring them down. We can do all kinds of different things. But let's just do a wonky smile. Like something like that. Alright. Just gonna stick my knife in. Well, I'll just do V-cuts. V-cut here. V-cut this way. And a V-cut this way. There we go. A little bit bigger here. I'll just take a little sliver. With my knife. There you go. That's a funny look. So I'm going to give it a little edge of the mouth, I'm going to put my knife in like so. And take a little chip out of there too. It kind of ends one side. See that? And we'll do the same thing over here. Just on the downside. I used to always do triangles, but mows like this, you only need one. Right. And then I'm going to keep that bottom lip there. I'm just going to stick my knife in the thickness of the lip. Just kind of roll it down. And then from the center of that lip, I'm going to roll it over to that edge. It should make sense. See that? You know what? Maybe I'm going to dig. I was going to do the same thing on this side, but maybe I'm just going to dig a little bigger mouth hole. It'll look like he's kind of sneering. And then just scoop. Who are you? By the way, don't do that with your knife. That's how you break the tip. He's a funny looking guy. Okay, do we want to, what do you want to do now? You want to finish the body, or you want to finish the head? Let's finish the head. Okay, so let's look at one here. For the head, all I did, you can see, I quartered it, or I halved it, I should say, and then I put thirds on each side. So that keeps one line just outside the eye, and then I got my center for my nose, my brow ridge, and then the chin center. All right. So one there, and then halfway across, come down like that, and then we'll just put one beside the eyeball, and one like that. That's easy. So on the top, I'm just going to stick my knife in. Again, just all V-cuts all around the stem. And if you really want to, after you make those V-cuts, you can come back and kind of angle that down so you have a little hollow to the stem. Right? But if I say one thing to remember, I'll tell you this now: keep the stem big. I know it's you want to go smaller, but even now I can see that I'm going to be trimming the edges of that again because I keep hitting it with my knife. So stay big. Don't try to go too skinny, and you can always make it smaller, but you can't make it bigger. All right. So that's the rough top. Like I said, trim that stem up a little bit, make it clean and neat. Alright. Then each line we're going to do, I'm just going to stick my knife in 45 degree, come down on the bottom, come up, same thing. I'll start in the bottom this time, find that V-cut, turn around, bring her down. Alright. We're going to do V-cuts on the bottom, so if you just do the sides, that's fine too. Just try and find that top V-cut. Come on. Like that one. Alright. Oh, missed one here. Come down. Okay, so we got the one between the eyeballs here. Do the chin. That's all you need right there. the bottom. Just gonna do little V cuts for the bottom, all around. Get right up tight to the shoulders. I gotta open a window in here. I'm heating the place up. Come on, you little turkey. Get out of there. And again, you can spend as much time as you want in cleaning up all your, putting little swoops in the cuts and whatnot, and taking the angles off. But we're making a video, so we're gonna keep going. Our head is done. That's it. Nothing more to do here. Alright. Moving over to our arms. I'm going to, that's my elbow. So I'm going to want my pockets down like so. I want them to look the same. And from there, I'm going to make my arms up. So, on the back, I'm going to go across that corner. I'm going to make the shoulder a little bit wider. See that? But it spans these angles, right? So, come across like that. It's all guesswork. Like, even now, I'm looking at that going, I wonder if I should make that elbow a little bit higher. But I'm not going to. It seems like he's really drooping. Maybe if I went a little bit forward. A little more forward. Alright, so got some nice shoulders. The shoulders are even. Okay, I'm going to stick my knife in. I want to make this cut once. See that? So I'm sticking that knife in there. Sticking her in there, good. Alright. Same here. Angled to the belly, not into the arm, but actually away from the arm. See that? So hopefully, I want to take this off in one nice chip, like that. Perfect. Nice and deep. Right. Try the same on this side. The problem is, if you start doing little cuts, you start making all these cuts in the edge, and your arm looks terrible. Alright, so now I'm going to take my knife, I'm going to come up this way, take the corner off, I'm going to come down this way. There you go. Alright. Down to the center on an angle, coming back up. Alright, and then same here, I just took a little plane and make another flat plane across there. I like that. I like it. Okay. Alright, pockets. All I'm going to do, put my knife in here. Like so. Alright. Knife in here. Like so. I'm going to take a little chip. The pocket's just a whisker bigger hands in there. Right? The pocket, just a little chip. All right. Now we can see how I feel like his elbows are a little bit low, but we can always bring that a little bit deeper and bring it a little bit higher. It feels like they just got raised. I can narrow that down. See that? See that one feels a little bit higher now than the other side. So we'll do the same thing over here. Just going to bring that up. Take the corner off the arm. This is all good to do before I even cut the back in. Just kind of move the point of that elbow up. I can live with that now, see? All right, the back. Let's re-look at the back. We want a nice... nice and big. All right, stick my knife in. Again, all guesswork. Nothing is. Right? Well, that works. Right down to the pocket. From the pocket, back up. All right. Take the saw cuts off. Again, minimal cuts. If I learned anything, Charles Banks has a little new book out, and flat plane carving, but very minimal cuts. He said, don't over carve everything, and I kind of subscribe to the same. I like it. I like it. Okay. Now, let's split the legs. All right. Just gonna stick my knife in. Come right down to my base. All right. Split the toes of the shoes. That. Then on the top of the crotch here, I'm gonna put one cut this way. One cut this way. Come down. Take the shoe. Like that. I'm wondering if I do this again like this, if I should have that camera higher and you're looking down. There you go. Okay, just put little pockets here. I'm gonna take a little corner chip out of there. See that? Just come in and like that. See how that one's on an angle? Just get into the pocket, bring the shoe back. There. A lot of body, not a lot of legs on this fella, but like I said, you can raise the elbows up. Got a pencil line I gotta get rid of here. I'm just cleaning up. Alright, let's shift around to the back. We got our back legs here. Stick my knife straight in. Angle cut this way. Angle cut this way. Bring that out. Chip. Chip. Cut the bottom. Stop cut. Come down. What's that? Okay. I think I may deepen this arm a little bit while we're at it. Yeah. Lots of little chips. I like to keep my carving as clean as I can. Some guys just go whole hog at it, clean it all up at the end, but I like to try and keep it clean along the way. So. Okay, let's put some clothes on this guy. Let's keep it fairly simple and just do we'll just do a sweater. We can give him a collar if you want, and let's bring the sweater across, but just by not going straight across, coming on a bit of an angle, gives it another a little bit of character. So we'll come up from that, and we'll come up a bit. All right, just keeping everything askew. So again, I'm not really digging in too much, just working with the planes that I have there, and cutting up to it. All right. Where that chip came from? Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay. All right. That's the back. I like that, a little bit wonky. The front. See, I don't want to really line it up with the pocket. See that? That would be that line would continue. So go just a whisker higher, just to break up the lines. Yeah? All right. Thin that down just a little bit, I think. Like I said, the collar, we can do a collar, but again, I just told you not to overcarve it and put in a collar, but it'll paint up nice for a sweater or something, right? I'm just going straight down, straight in. Nothing too exciting. Who has a collar? This guy has a collar. That guy has a collar. There you go. Now a collar, see how that's on an angle? The collar should be almost flat, so you have to get in there and flatten it out a bit. The collar, it's a sweater collar, not a shirt collar. Alright, so nope, we still have the train. Inside, outside. The corners up. Okay, let it go. Let it go, Doug. Alright. Have we done it? Have we done it? Have we finished our little man? Let's, no. Let's give it pants. Pants on the shoes, alright? I'm running out of battery, so let's make this quick. All I'm going to do is I'm going to give a little reveal. A little reveal on the top here. And I'm going to carefully just rocking my knife, and just enough to cut into. See that? My pants are overhanging my shoes. I'm going to bring it right down to the floor, to the bottom. Yeah. Same thing. If you don't have to keep them even to the other one, you can stagger them. and down. Look at that. Tug. That's okay. And down. That over there. No one knows any different. There you go. We got some pants. Now, again, look at the shirts and coats and vests and things you can do. Let's make him look off to the side here. Look at that guy. He just carved a pumpkin-headed man. I like the shape. I like the butt, thinner legs, elbows out. Well, how you like that? The camera shut itself off, so I kind of don't know when it shut off. But anyway, I was just saying, painting. As far as the painting goes, there's lots of videos on the channel about painting, but you see something like this too. This is kind of a fun little blending of colors. And that's just, I just did a very wash coat of yellow and just a wash coat of burgundy and just kind of feathered it out. It's kind of fun. But, you know, there's a million designs, sweater designs. Look at Scandinavian sweaters. You can really have fun with them. But anyway, this is what we're doing. And yeah, from here, I mean, you can go around, clean up the box, and you can carve whatever you want. If you want to carve stone or just wood like I did, but just clean up the bottom, the base. I've been signing my name on the backs, and there you go. Always picking, like I'm trying to end it, I keep picking. All right, I'm gonna leave it. One pumpkin-headed man done. All right, guys, that is your little pumpkin man. All right, so have fun with them, change him up, make a blueberry man. We got the blueberry video back a bit. Round head, very simple. Add a ½ inch, have a longer head. Just mix it up and have fun with it. But yeah, this is a really fun carve, and yeah, hope you give it a try. So, all right, until the next one, see you then.